What happened to the Empress Wanrong, the last Empress of China? Empress Wanrong spent practically her whole adult life in extreme luxury and opulence. When her husband was deposed as the Emperor of China, they ended up going to a place in Manchuria which was established as sort of a Japanese puppet state in what was then renamed Manchukuo. To acknowledge that the Japanese had control over that area, they then installed Wanrong's husband, the Aisinguro Puyi, as the Emperor of Manchukuo. But he wasn't an emperor in any meaningful sense. They just basically signed things symbolically. By the end of the war, they were deposed, but in that time, Wanrong had developed an extreme opium addiction, and she could sustain it because she was the Empress of Manchukuo. She wanted for nothing. But with the abrupt end came the abrupt end of their fortunes. Puyi was arrested, so was she, by the Chinese communists, and she was put in a jail which was so far removed from anything that she had ever known. In the end, her opium withdrawal addiction had become so extreme that she turned what an eyewitness would recall into no better than a wild animal. She became just a savage person because she lost her mind. She had no opium. She had nothing to feed that addiction. And the eyewitnesses actually remember that she died in her own urine and her own vomit. People gawked at her. She just had no concept of who she was anymore. And so she went from being the Empress of Manchukuo, the nominal empress, last Empress of China, and died in these horrible circumstances. So much so that she died so unknown that nobody actually knows where she's buried to this day.